This is Kim Jong-un, ruler of North Korea. He's just 36 years old, but he commands the world's fourth largest military. He has nuclear weapons, and his family has ruled over their people using violence and terror for over 70 years. But Kim is a man torn between two worlds: the traditions of his brutal communist past and the need to become a legitimate, modern leader.
That is his dilemma. Am I going to come out and become a cleaner, softer dictator? Or am I going to continue to retain this criminal regime that I inherited from my grandfather and my father? And that dilemma, you know what? It could be the end of the Kim dynasty.
Kim Jong-un is only the third man to rule North Korea. He is following his grandfather and father in the role of supreme leader. They rule over their people as gods. In the 10th year of his rule, Kim Jong-un is at a crossroads. He's a dictator with a decision to make. Should he try to drag North Korea into the modern world and become a legitimate country, but risk losing his grip on power? Or should he continue to run a rogue state like his grandfather and father before him?
If I compare it to a movie, I would say it's Godfather 3. And that's when Michael Corleone wants to become a legitimate businessman and head of a business conglomerate out from the shadows of the mafia regime that he inherited. But without the mafia state, the Kim regime would not function. Why? Because it is under heavy sanctions, the only way that it can make hard currency is by illicit trade. The North Korean regime is in many respects a huge criminal cartel.
Guns, drugs, counterfeit cash, and cybercrime bring in an estimated $2 billion a year for Kim to spend.
That's his personal piggy bank. And that is the way the Kim Jong-un regime is sustained.
Recently, Kim has shown signs of modernizing. He's been stepping out with his First Lady and meeting other world leaders. But in 2017, he was dragged back into his family business. This is his elder half-brother, Kim Jong-nam, who was overlooked for succession. He left North Korea for a quiet life in China, surfacing on camera from time to time to speak out against the regime. But then it seemed Kim Jong-nam crossed a line.
During the course of my reporting, I was told by a person with good connections to the intelligence community in the United States that Kim Jong-nam had in fact been an informant to the CIA and was supplying information about Kim Jong-un to them.
These CCTV images show him meeting his suspected handler. A fascinated news media shadowed his every move.
He still had very good connections to the regime. So for the CIA to be able to recruit Kim Jong-nam as an informer and to get whatever information he had, it would have been a huge deal for them. This would also have been considered very treasonous by Kim Jong-un.
It seems the time had come for Kim to deal with his older brother. February 13th, 2017. Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Kim Jong-un's brother enters the terminal unaware that two female assassins are also at the airport. Now, for the first time on television, one of the assassins tells her full, extraordinary story. It begins with her being recruited by a man who claimed to be a TV producer.
Pada waktu pertama saya kenal James itu orangnya baik, terus kayak lucu juga kan. Ikut syuting, katanya ikut syuting gimana, saya bilang kan. Syuting kayak buat lucu-lucuan gitu, lucu-lucuan gimana, kayak gimana ya. Terkenal kayak boom-boom prank. Jadi saya juga mikirnya, oh ya udahlah gitu.
For months, Kim Jong-un's agents groomed City and another young woman to ambush unsuspecting members of the public and smother their faces with cosmetic creams in what they thought were hidden camera show stunts.
Saya kerap dan sering itu melakukan prank. Dipakai hand body dan pakai baby gitu, baby oil gitu. Jadi saya rasa ya seperti biasa aja gitu.
City's handler arranges a meeting at a cafe in the airport. There, she is to receive details of the target.
Terus pas hari hanya kan, kebetulan kan memang di KLA kan lumayan rame. Nanti kalau misalnya kalau kamu acting yang ini ya katanya bagus ini, nanti kemungkinan bos juga akan kasih kamu bonus lagi. Dia ke saya bilang itu orangnya gitu. Pas tuh saya bilang yang mana gitu kan. Itu yang pakai jaket warna abu-abu katanya gitu kan. Yang mana? Itu oh yang botak, aku bilang kan. Kasih oh ya gitu saya ke tangan saya gitu.
This time, it isn't baby oil, but a deadly nerve agent. As Kim Jong-un's brother heads to his flight, the two women make their move.
Langsung kayak mengamuk gitu, habis ngamuk saya juga grogi. secepat mungkin kan meninggalkan juga, ya udah aku juga buru-buru.
Seeking help, Kim Jong-nam heads for the airport's medical facility.
So at this point, Kim Jong-nam is in the infirmary and he is behind the door. And this is where this image gets very scary. There's a gentleman in all black walking near this door, okay? And he's got a rolly suitcase. He's checking in to make sure that Kim Jong-nam is receiving medical treatment. This is one of the operatives. It's a very elaborate operation. It's very old school.
The operation plays out like a Cold War spy caper. There are lookout men, a chemist to handle the nerve agent, a getaway driver, and a team leader, codenamed Grandpa. The young women have no idea what they've done. They are soon apprehended by the local Malaysian police.
Polisi juga nanya-nanya apa yang kamu lakukan di airport itu. Emangnya kenapa, saya bilang kan. Terus polisi itu tiba-tiba bangun, kamu tahu nggak apa yang kamu lakuin, katanya. Kamu itu terlibat pembunuhan oleh adiknya presiden.
The trial creates shockwaves around the world.
She's been charged for the most serious crime in the country, the crime of murder. For the offense of murder, there's only one punishment, and that is death, by hanging.
Soon, the chemist of the gang is also apprehended. He is caught on camera getting his story straight with North Korean embassy officials. This video evidence helped to build a picture of a ruthless political assassination. Both women were released after spending 2 years in prison.
Sebelum kejadian ini terjadi, saya nggak tahu menau tentang Kim Jong-un. Nggak nyangka bisa sejauh ini terlibat kasus pembunuhan gitu.
Kim Jong-un's troublesome older brother was no more.
Kim Jong-un's half-brother died in such a terrible, humiliating way on camera. And Kim probably was very pleased that he was able to watch all of this.
Amid sobering scenes broadcast around the world, Kim Jong-nam's body is brought back to North Korea. It's accompanied by the same men spotted in the airport on the day he was murdered.
It was absolutely to send a message to do it in such a public way to everybody in North Korea and elsewhere that Kim will find you.